Hello, my name is Patrick Horn. I'm the senior minister at Pilgrim Congregational Church, and I want to welcome you to one of my little chats, theological church chats, let's call them. And this time I'd like to talk about commitment. Wow, that's a heavy term, and it's a little tricky for me to talk about because it might sound as if I'm trying to make you feel bad, but that's not really my intent. I want to be able to talk about commitment in a way that really reflects what I think Christian commitment, faith commitment, looks like. There's a temptation in Christianity to think that it's all in the heart. You know, well, I love the Lord in my heart, or I love people, I really think well of people. And so there's a temptation to think that it all takes place in the heart. And the New Testament is aware of this because throughout the Gospels and the epistles, there's a warning about that. That is that your faith has to be lived. It has to be shown in a commitment. And there are different ways, of course, we can do this. And Jesus was very specific about the way he tried to get religious people to live their commitment. He talked about responding in compassion to people with needs, the hungry, the people who were sick and in prison. And I think we can always go back to those teachings and be on very strong ground when it comes to living our faith. But living our faith also includes things like joining with others in worship, joining with others in prayer, being a part of a community that serves others, that participates in not only worship and prayer, but also service. And so commitment, a faith commitment, is going to have a look to it. It's going to look like living faith. It's going to be a faith that's alive in how you relate to other people, but especially to your community and with your community and how you work with others. So now, this is where it gets tough, of course, because it's where the rubber hits the road. I don't think, of course, that being Christian necessarily means that you have to be in the church every time the doors are open or be present whenever there's a church function. There's trouble in that too, in thinking that that's what faith is. But I will say, faith certainly needs to include being active in your community, being a part of a fellowship of believers who worship together, who pray together, and who serve together. So I really want to encourage you to think about your commitment, not to feel guilty. You need to be participating in your community. Just want to encourage you to do that. Have a good day. Thanks.